Welcome back, everyone. In our previous video, we covered Articles 4 to 7 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. We talked about the sovereignty of the people, the territory of Kenya, and the national languages. Today, we continue with Chapter 2, and we look at Articles 8, 9, 10, and 11. Let's break them down in simple and clear language. Article 8, State and Religion. Article 8 says, "There shall be no state religion." This means Kenya does not officially support, favor, or promote any religion. Everyone is free to worship, or not to worship as they choose. Government offices, laws, and policies must remain neutral so that all religions are treated equally and fairly. Article 9. National Symbols and National Days. Article 9 explains the symbols and national days that represent Kenya. First, the national symbols are the national flag, the national anthem, the coat of arms, the public seal. These symbols are described in detail in the second schedule of the Constitution. Next, Article 9 also lists Kenya's national days. Madaraka Day on the 1st of June, celebrating self-rule. Mashujaa Day on the 20th of October, honoring heroes and heroines of Kenya. Jamhuri Day on the 12th of December, celebrating independence and the birth of the Republic. All national days are public holidays. Parliament can also create other public holidays and decide how they should be observed. Article 10. National Values and Principles of Governance. Article 10 is one of the most important parts of the entire Constitution. It lists the national values that must guide all state officers, public officers, and all people whenever they apply or interpret the Constitution, create or apply laws, or make public policy decisions. These national values include patriotism and national unity, sharing and devolution of power, rule of law and democracy, participation of the people in governance. They also include values like human dignity, equity and social justice, inclusiveness and equality, human rights and protection of the marginalized, good governance, integrity, transparency, and accountability, sustainable development. These values act as the moral compass of leadership in Kenya. They remind leaders that every decision must serve the people, protect their dignity, and uphold justice. Article 11. Culture. Article 11 recognizes culture as the foundation of the Kenyan nation. It represents the identity, history, and shared experiences of the Kenyan people. The Constitution requires the state to promote all forms of cultural expression through literature, art, traditional ceremonies, science, media, libraries, and other cultural heritage. Recognize the role of science and indigenous technologies in developing the country. Protect intellectual property rights, meaning Kenyans should benefit from their cultural creations. Parliament must also create laws to ensure communities receive compensation or royalties when their cultural heritage is used. Protect indigenous seeds and plant varieties, including their genetic and diverse characteristics, so that communities remain the owners and beneficiaries of their cultural resources. And that wraps up Articles 8 to 11 of Chapter 2 of the Constitution of Kenya 2010. We've now covered Articles 4 all the way to 11. In our next video, we'll continue building this knowledge step by step, making the Constitution simple, accessible, and easy to understand. If you found this helpful, make sure to follow for the next chapter as we continue breaking down the Constitution in a clear and simple way.